Hey guys, it's Tony Schumacher out here at the 28th annual Uni Select Auto Plus NHRA Nationals in Reading, Pennsylvania. As usual, throughout the week we've been taking questions from our Go Army Facebook and Twitter fans and followers, so here are a few. Tina Pia, I don't know how you say her name, Borello asks, how does a car become too light on the scales from one run to the next, and how do you manage the weight? Fantastic questions. Nitromethane's 10 pounds a gallon. Way out over the front wheels. We balance it. We have a weight bar out there. We have weight bars in the back. We can move the weight around, but the wind makes a big difference too. If you got a headwind, depending on which way the scales are, those massive wings just plant that car down, and the car's heavy, so you start to move the weight around, and all of a sudden you pull it up the next time and there's no wind and the car's sitting light. A lot of different scenarios. We balance, you know. Every 100 pounds in a top fuel car will slow our car down a tenth of a second. The difference between qualifying number one and the bump, 16, all in there. And so very important that we knock that weight off, but also as important that we make those scales and we're not light. We're balanced on it quite a bit, right on it. It's a really good question. Steve Emerson, my buddy. What do you tell your crew guys to keep them motivated during a tough season, or this tough season? Just that we have a great team. We've been beaten by a lot of bad luck. We have a great car. Most seasons we'd have won 5, 6 races by now. It's how it is. But it's cyclical. It goes up and down. You have great times, beating Doug Coletta by the world record on the last run of the year. Those moments exist too. And you can't have those moments without some rough ones. It's adversity. It's what we live for, you know. You get through the tough times, the good times are better. If it was all good times, they wouldn't seem good. If they're all bad times, you wouldn't want to be part of it in the first place. So, good question, my friend. Leanne Copage Black asks, I'm just curious what your thoughts are when you have to go up against a teammate. Well, that he's not a teammate at that time. You have no friends at 300 miles an hour. You know, the only thing I can tell you is I happen to know what tune-up's in this car, so I know he's going to go fast. As far as Dixon's cars and Worsham's cars and Bernstein, I don't know what they're doing. You know, I just know that they got good cars, but our cars are so close in everything we do that I know that we've trained our own adversaries, so I have to step my game up, and that's what we do. It's cool. AJ Whitty, I think. With the U.S. Army as your sponsor, do you feel you have to be a really tough guy mentally and physically, more so than your sponsor was like XYZ hamburger stand? Absolutely. It's what's made us win so many races, I think. All my guys, not just me. It's made us mentally, physically, and emotionally strong, and you're as good as the people you surround yourself with. That's a fact. You know, I'm not sponsored by the Madco tools and the Budweiser car. I appreciate the free beer and the good free tools, but this is a way of life, man. Strength like no other, man, and you can't beat it. It's what makes us go out and win. It's what makes us dig extra deep when times are tough. That's cool. Adrian Robert Shaw asks, what's the typical camshaft lift at the valve on top of a fuel engine? The valve on a top fuel engine, sorry. I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy. I do know it goes above the camshaft, or above the crankshaft. I do know what it does. Have no idea what the lift is, nor would my crew tell me. We get the cameras, we get the microphones, and we talk way too much for them to be telling the specifics of a top fuel engine, so I can spread it across the world and have every car going fast. It's bad enough our two teammates know what we do, you know? That's life, but you want those questions, you show up at a drag race and you ask my crew. The best part about an NHRA drag race is every fan gets a pit pass. You get to stand behind the machine, the guys out there, and watch those guys work. So you can sneak some questions to them. They may give you that answer, but they sure don't give it to me. Like usual, thanks for our Facebook and Twitter fans and followers. You guys are awesome. Throughout the race season, me and Ryan Newman will be answering questions at each race, and we really appreciate it, man. That's what makes us Army strong, so keep them coming. Thank you.